Hello and welcome to Crafting Unedited. My name's Sierra and today I got something special for you. So heat transfer warehouse, words are difficult today, don't mind me. Heat transfer warehouse sent me some really awesome Walakut Patterned HTV and I am ecstatic because not only is there some Christmas themed in there, which I absolutely love, but there's also some fun animal print. Now, I'm not a huge animal print fan. However, this got me. So, today we are going to show you the process of how to cut and press this Walakut HTV. So, what it looks like, here's the Christmas patterns. We have triangles. These are all available on their website right now. It's Christmas triangles, so they're red and green, like geometric shapes. We have this, like, I want to say tie-dye, but it's like a really fun, shadowy, gray, black, cream marble. And then we have, this is one of my favorites currently, Buffalo Plaid Snowflakes. We have red and green stripes. This one reminds me a lot of the movie Elf, and I absolutely love that movie. So I think this is going to go on something with a shirt that has something referring to him. And then this is the animal print. It's got like leopard, but it's got like these bluish, I don't know if you can see them, but like right here, these bluish blotches on it, but it works really well. You can see it really well down here, the bluish blotch down there. There you go. So these are all iron on, and the one that I'm going to be using today is this one, red and green triangles. So the other thing that you have to have with this is a mask. They also sent me a giant roll of the KTM mask. Now, basically, how the process works is you take your vinyl, you cut it, and you put the mask on top of it, and you peel this off of the backing of this using the mask. I'll explain a little bit better in person back there actually doing it. So first things first, we're going to head on over to Design Space. We're going to get our image ready to cut. Then we're going to cut and press. So let's head on over to Design Space, shall we? Okay, so all I need is a simple image. It's a kettlebell. I have the rest of this image over here already cut. It was cut from last year. So I'm going to use the kettlebell, and it's going to be in the triangles. So what you're going to do is, this is an image that you do not have to mirror to cut. So you're just going to pick whatever image you want. I do suggest, if this is the first time you're using this stuff, I do highly recommend doing something kind of simple. So we're going to go ahead and go over to Make It. Again, you do not need to mirror this image. I do have the Cricut Maker 3, so it does ask me, do I want to use a matte? Do I want to use nothing? So no mirror needed, and this is all I have. So Design Space was pretty quick today. But I do also want to note that you want to make sure that you read on Heat Transfer Warehouse's website. Some of them do say that they do not require a mask, and some of the patterns do require a mask. So when ordering them, just remember to read through the description to make sure that you understand whether or not you need the mask, or you just buy a big old roll of it to make sure that you have it if you need it, and if you don't, then you don't. So it's great. Anyways, so then you just hit continue, and we are going to, the material that you're going to select is just going to be your everyday iron-on. And then trying to get the sticker off. Whoops. Then you're going to load it onto your maker, or whatever cutting machine that you have, and you're gonna do the pattern face up. I'm going to jump on back to the camera to show this part so that you can see what I mean. So let's head on back over there now. Okay, so what I meant by you want the pattern side up. The way that you can tell which way you need to cut and if you need to mirror or not is if the back side of your pattern vinyl looks like this, where it's really shiny, and if you peel off just the corner, maybe, you'll see that the mask is on the back side here. There's just a little piece of clear bit. Not mask, but the backing is right here. Okay. If it does not require a mask and needs to be mirrored, the laminate will be on the front and you would cut this way. I don't have one of those today, so we're doing it this way. So basically you just put it on your mat, face up. Another quick thing to note in Design Space. I did not think about this earlier, but you can see here that this has an edge. So this white around the sides, we don't want to cut into that. So I'm going to go into Design Space and I'm going to move that image over some. So that way it's not in over and down actually, so that it's not in this area. It's pretty simple. You just go to Edit Matte. I disappeared off the screen, sorry. Edit Matte, and then you just move it. I'm going to give myself plenty of space here, over into wherever you want it to be, and then you hit done, and now it will cut in the right direction. I'm not going to have you hang out while this cuts because it does typically take longer, and I don't want to chat your ears off like I normally do. So I'll be back in just a moment. Alrighty, now that we have our image, our transfer cut out, I'm going to weed it, and I'm going to show you just how simple this stuff is to weed. Not even using a mat or anything. Ta-da. And then there's this piece. Incredibly easy to weed. Holy cow. Even the little pieces, like this little piece right here, came off real easy. Look at it. Ta-da! How cute is that thing? Oh my goodness. Alright. Put all my weeding scraps into my little trash can right there. And then I have my shirt that I'm going to be putting this onto. We're going to move over to the heat press so that I can show you that process. I'll return in just a moment. Alrighty, there you go. Now you can see my heat press and the process that I'm going to use to put my image onto this shirt. So this shirt is like a, it's material. It is 100% polyester, so I have my press set to 300, but I'm actually going to bring it down a bit to 266 degrees, and it's going to be a very, very short press for the pattern at least. So I'm going to get everything lined up the way that I want it. Do that over here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'll move the camera so that you can. I almost forgot that I have to mask this guy. So here's the mask. All the stickers today. I'm going to move these guys over here so that they're not in the way. Take this. Cut just enough to cover the space needed for my transfer. I do also appreciate that they sent a rubber band with it, because those stickers, they're great at first, but then they eventually just don't stick anymore. Just put this over here. And then basically the mask looks like this. It's got like a textured side and a non-textured shiny side. You want to use the non-textured shiny side as your mask. And you just take this over this. Oops. Preferably don't wrinkle it. No. Well, I got a wrinkly mask. Dang it. Because that came up really, really well. Didn't even need the scraper for that. There we go. I cannot have a wrinkly mask. No. Might need my tweezers to fix this. I bombed this, guys. Totally messed that up. Oh, look, and there's a piece that I forgot to weed on there. Try this again, but I need my tweezers to fix my image here. Because it got a little wrinkly. Okay. That's all better. Oh, no, just kidding. Sorry guys, just fixing my whoopsie here. Or at least attempting to fix it. Probably making it worse in the process. My Lanta. No, this might actually be easier to fix the other direction. So we're gonna go ahead and put the mask on it and then flip it over and try to fix it there. We don't need this. Basically what happened was when I wrinkled the mask, I wrinkled my image. And if you press it while it's wrinkly like this, what's going to happen is you're going to have a wrinkly transfer. And we don't want that. So what I am attempting to do is remove the whole thing. And I'm going to, the mask is very, very sticky in case you were wondering. And then put it on the mask. Jeez Louise, Batman. This is not wanting to cooperate. Still getting that air bubble right there. Got it.
perfect-ish, kind of better than it was, so we're good. All right, so I'm going to take my shirt. What I do is, this is a Racerback tank, so I take it by the armpits because they're the most even, and I put the armpits right at the top of my press, and that is how I gauge where I want to place. All nice and straight, and I just throw that over to the side, and because where the armpits are normally for these types of shirts is also where the collar is, so, and then because these are lower cut, I don't need to go very far down from the collar for my image. So, thickness. Ugh. So we've got its beginning. I'll find the center here. And the fact that this is not an even cut up there is really going to start to bug me. It's going to throw me off and make me think that it's not straight. To look. And then this is supposed to center over this guy. But I might have to cut that. So what I'm doing here to get the center of each of these designs, I'm folding it, making sure that all the edges align, and then giving it just a little pinch at the top so that I can see where my center should be. There's that. On there, nice and smooth. And then this, I'm going to cut because my original design idea, I'm not a huge fan of anymore. So originally it was supposed to go straight like this, but I think I want to like make it a little more fun. And have it go like that. And actually center this. I'm designing on the fly here, guys. I think I want my a lot like to be more like there, roughly. Same with this side. Bear with me. I'm sorry. This is what happens when your brain says, you don't want it that way. You want it this way. And you just fly with it. That is what us crafters do. Am I right? Am I the only one that does this? You want to do it this way, not this way. That is definitely not where I want it. Trying not to wrinkle my shirt under here too much. I can't get the angle right. There we go. Okay. Beginning to look a lot like fitness. No. This is like a mess. the mask on these does not want to stay, so it's making it very difficult to place. It doesn't want to stick to the shirt. I'm pretty sure it's because it is a 100% polyester shirt. All right, so following my center all the way down, got it on here. I'm going to give it an extra little push down, pick it up, make sure that I like what it looks like. This is going to be worn by me, so it's totally fine. And then for the Racerback shirt, I need it to be off of the seams because it is pretty thin. And I feel like this shifted. No. Bring this down a little bit because the back of the shirt seam is on the press. This part keeps lifting and it's scaring me. I'm actually going to go ahead and flip this around here so that my side seams don't get hit. There we go. Perfect. There are no seams anywhere on the press, so none of the seams are going to show through. Then we take our Teflon sheet here, put it right on top here, and the pattern does not need very long, but the rest of it does need a little bit longer than the pattern does. So I'm going to do a 15-second total press with the mask on. I might do 20. Let's do 20. See how that goes. While this is pressing, but I also need to watch the time. Couple of recap questions or answers, tips. Make sure that when you put the mask on the vinyl that you have it so that it's flat and it doesn't wrinkle like mine did, because that was a mess. We are at 20 seconds. And pressure is medium to heavy pressure, and the temperature I have it set to 266. And if you're just using the pattern, it is literally like a 5-second press. Not very long at all. But because I had all this other stuff on here, I didn't want to have any peeling issues. So I pressed for 20, and then I'm going to take this off. You do not have to do this next step, but I do it with every single HTV product, shirt, whatever it may be. I do the same process. And I press again with just the Teflon sheet on top. Yes, I do my layering a lot different than most people. Most people will do one, and then they'll do the next, and then they'll do the next color. I like to have it all at once because I like to see it all together. And as you can see, no! What in the what? Alrighty, we are repressing that part because this did not stick whatsoever, guys, at all. So we are repressing the whole thing. Now it's no mask on most of it and just the Teflon sheet. So we are going to repress, give it a little bit more pressure. I'm gonna do for 15 seconds this time. See what happens. I don't know why that didn't work. There we go. Oops. Alrighty. And as you can see, it doesn't peel off. There we go. And now, because this is still peeling up a bit, I'm going to press again with just the Teflon sheet. This is so weird. I don't know if it's maybe the material or my vinyl, but it's not okay. And it looks like it's just the bottom here. So I should be able to fix this relatively easy. I'm not doing long presses because it is a 100% polyester shirt and you can melt it. Alrighty, here we go again. Doing a little bit more pressure right now, so I just pushed this down. I'm gonna give it about 10 seconds like this, maybe 15. We'll go 15. There's 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Left. I think it's because the actual regular iron-on needed a higher temperature than the pattern iron-on did. And that's why it didn't stick to begin with. Alrighty. We are all done. Now we have a press that does not want to go in. Okay. I'm going to fix my camera and then talk to you guys. Hopefully without murdering my ring light. This guy, I don't know which knob to turn ever. There we go. Hi again, it's me. Alrighty, just tightening this. And there we have it. Look how cute this is. I absolutely love this and I cannot wait to wear it to the gym. It's beginning to look a lot like fitness. I have another F word for that, but whatever. So it is very soft. Even on the polyester shirt, it's very bendy and very flexible. Don't know how it's going to hold up in the wash, but I assume that it's going to hold up just like any other Walakut product, and it's going to hold up very well. So 100% polyester shirt, Walakut pattern. I love it. I think that it worked really, really well. And it did press into the fibers of the shirt. Even down here where I had to press again, I can see the fibers of the shirt through the F. So beautiful, people, beautiful. Hop on over to Heat Transfer Warehouse. I am dropping a link in the description for you so that you can go right to these patterns without having to search all over the internet. I do earn a small commission on this. And they did send me the product, so it is a kind of paid promotion, but it's one that I was so excited to share with you guys because you guys need it just as bad as I did. So head on over to Heat Transfer Warehouse, get you some of this iron-on, the pattern iron-on, and let me know your thoughts. Let me know what you did. Did you do something different? What pattern did you get? Drop me some comments. But remember to like, subscribe, and share the heck out of my video. Until next time, we'll see you later, guys. Have fun crafting.